Hello and welcome to Aid Hardy Free Speech. Apologies for being a couple of seconds late. My internet, just as usual, about 2 minutes from going live and it just goes down completely. So I've just had to reset everything. Anyway, apologies for that. Just a bit of an update on Dr. Adil. I knew this day had come. I'm actually surprised how long the initial interview stayed up on YouTube without being taken down. And I think that's because of the title. It was fairly sort of loose and very inane, no real mention of COVID or anything like that, and certainly nothing about 5G or nothing like that. Anyway, I had a phone call from Dr. Adil yesterday. I was going to say he was upset, but actually he wasn't. He wasn't even surprised, but he did need some help with what he's facing, and he's come to. He's received a huge pile of documents from the GMC, the General Medical Council, questioning what he's been doing. I'm told he's got questions to answer later on this coming week. Any more than that, I can't tell you, but part of the conversation that we had was if I would, for now, take down the interviews that we did, certainly in the hope that in the future we can put them back up again. Anyway, that's the practical side of it. Thousands of people have thankfully watched that video, and hopefully people have downloaded it and mirrored it and put it up all over the place. But the originals, for now, are on a hard drive that I'm looking at, so they can be put back up again later if it's appropriate. One thing I don't want to do is do anything to hinder or harm Dr. Adil, who is an incredibly brave man. I mean, it's just, I hope we can understand how far this man has stuck his neck out. He has 3 part-time, as many surgeons do, jobs, often for 3 different NHS trusts or private. And each one of those jobs comes into serious question when the General Medical Council start to have a problem with your actions. So at the moment, Dr. Adil has got a mountain of questions to answer. And whilst this is Aid Hardy free speech, we have to respect the wishes of whoever comes on the channel. At the end of the day, it's his. I'm not feeling sorry for Dr. Adil, and I don't think he wants me to. Certainly not by the conversations that we've had. But what I want to try and get over is how much this man has put his life in jeopardy for literally the good of humanity. As far as I know, he was the first NHS practicing surgeon to come out and be interviewed live. I don't know if I did that or if it was somebody else before me. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. And the man's now in a position where ultimately he's looking at losing his license and therefore his livelihood. And obviously he's got a family and an extended family. So I think what we have got a responsibility to do is I'll certainly be keeping in touch with Dr. Adil. And if there's any more information that I can bring you as and when, even if it's just a couple of minutes video, I'll be coming on to do it just to keep you up to date. But I think the main thing is if there's anything that we can get involved with in order to support Dr. Adil and the other people that have been good enough, the health practitioners that have been working with him to do this all over the world. And when I say that it is all over the world, I mean it literally is. His work is all over the world. He's been working tirelessly to get the message out that this is not right. What's happening to us mentally, physically, is unjustified. Whether or not Dr. Adil is of the same mind that I am as to this is basically the New World Order marching at 100 miles an hour, I don't know. I don't even know if it's a term that he's familiar with. We've not really talked about that. But the initial thing is, for the sake of Dr. Adil's profession, for now, his videos have been taken down. We hope to put them back up again. But for now, until this situation is changed considerably for him, out of respect, we need to take those videos down. I'm just reading what Don Telling-Pike's written. You're absolutely right, I think. The GMC heavy mob. Yeah, that's basically what you've got. 30, 40 years ago, might even be more than that, actually, it became possible for students to register or patent any discoveries, and this included in biology. So there's then this that sort of creates a money rather than a for the good of the people situation within the structure of finding out or moving medicine forward. And of course, once that happens, we end up with people like Fauci and Gates. They start to steal people's work, as Dr. Markovich has said. All that sort of thing happens. And it creates this this situation where the money is more important than the people. And even getting funding for anything that mainstream science, because of course the science is settled. Is it? Fuck. Science is not settled. Science is always ongoing, otherwise we'd still be using leeches. And, you know, we'd still be putting a piece of burning tissue in my ear. And I'd still be going to the barber to be bled. You know, so the science is certainly not settled. And for anybody who steps off the step, it can be a long way down. And Dr. Adil and his the people he works with have certainly done that. And I think what we need to make sure is that if we can help at all, that we're there for him. Look, I promised just a short few minutes update, which I've done. I can't really say too much because, one, I don't know much more than that. But what I can tell you is there is one big shit shower going to hit Dr. Adil, and we need to be behind him. So for now, we've taken his videos down. Hopefully, we'll be able to put them back up soon. The good thing is, and this came from Dr. Adil himself, whatever happens, thousands of people all over the world have heard his message. And that's a brave man who says that. That is a very brave man. So I think we just need to make sure that we're there for him if there's anything that we can do to help. Okay. I just want to give you a 2-second update on Bex and what we were going to do tonight. If you're watching this live, later on tonight at 7 o'clock, we were going to do a vaccine special, basically the threat of vaccines, mandatory vaccines, and a beginner's guide. For those of you that know Bex a bit more than others, she's got her dad's very ill. Sadly, he's got Alzheimer's, and it is her and her mum have got a lot of work on. He's a lovely man, but sadly he's poorly, and I don't think can't remember the last time they got a full night's sleep. So all the information that Bex was going to be bringing us at 7 o'clock tonight, she's spent the past couple of days dealing more and more with her dad. So what we've done, we've postponed that until this coming Wednesday, the 27th at 7 o'clock. And that's when we'll be bringing you all that information. But just a little nugget that Bex has just told me on the phone. The COVID tests, apparently, when they do it, they do one up your nose and one somewhere else, or one in your mouth and somewhere else. So we all thought all these COVID tests were one result per person. It's 2 results per person. So, who would have ever thought it was that easy to cook the books, eh? But anyway, look, we'll be discussing that more and more on Wednesday. Apologies for that vaccine one not happening tonight. It is worth waiting for. I've seen a lot of the information that she's got to bring us, but she's not finished it yet. So look, anything more we can tell you about Dr. Adil as and when it happens, I'll come on. I'll not be bothered about how many people are watching. Don't matter whether people watch this live or recorded afterwards. But we just need to know that if I need you, I can put a video out and we can get on board and help Dr. Adil in any way that we can if we need you to. So thanks for being there. Thanks for listening. And I'll speak to you very soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.